100 million for my private conversations. I need some. I need some money from that.
Yes.
I need
for
my
real.
share,
How
basically,
can I use this app better?
to my advantage.
To
as
my
well.
advantage. So that's these younger generation. They studying the apps. They study because they figure, how can I make money with the app? As a business owner, we have to realize something. You know, when you prioritize profits over privacy and you're doing things that's not right, you have to know what's coming, what's in the dark gonna eventually come to the light. If you don't stop doing what you're doing, when you break that trust, man, it's sometimes you lose.
I don't trust you on Facebook.
Yeah,
at
you
all
lose. When you break that trust, now it's hard sometimes to get that back.
If it's a free product,
You're the product. But
highlight that, underline it,
Yes.
bold it. If it's a free service, you
the product. Yes, you.
Let's chill. Hello, bonjour, hola, sanibonani,
Namaste. What up, Chapter Chillers? Yes, it's your boy, Coach LJ, and I'm with my awesomeness, my best friend, my business partner, the one and only, the beautiful Lady Caesar. She is in the building. Yes. You on today?
No.
Welcome to another empowerment and informative episode of Chilling with the Chaplins. You know, where we are elevating our lives, empowering businesses, uniting coaches, and fueling success. Yes. So what's popping for today?
So today, we are actually going to be diving deep into a topic that actually hits close to home for people like myself and like us, who are in the digital space. Did you hear what Facebook and Netflix have been up to?
Yes.
If you didn't know, now you're gonna know.
Yes.
So buckle up and get ready as we explore some cloudy storms of personal data sales with a startling revelation.
Yes.
Because Facebook just did us a number. Especially, I'm big of a Facebook user than I am with any other
App.
like the social media sites. I'm at that age where I just cannot let go of of Facebook. And yeah, I know, early 80s, that's what happened. So we're going to be talking about that because it recently came out that there's now a lawsuit that's happening where people like myself, the users, found out that we were tricked because they keep extending these user what you call that they make us accept agreements,
and you don't read them
because they're so flippin' long. They do it very well, knowing that you can't continue in a hurry to log in, and then they're like, accept. You're just gonna go to accept and not read the whole thing.
Or you're gonna say agreeing or accept,
right? Because so that's how they try to cover themselves,
manipulate,
to cover themselves to say, hey, but you signed the contract, you agreed to the contract. Meanwhile, we are actually selling our souls. What you're about to hear is about to blow your mind away of what Facebook did to us with their buddy Netflix. Telling you. So, we're going to be talking about the truth unveiled. Facebook 100 million data sale to Netflix. You heard me right. 100, these people.
Yes, typo.
$100 million US dollars that they exchanged in order to get our private messages. Not public. You're thinking, this is private between me and the next person. Woe unto you who put out pictures that you don't want your parents to see. Because Facebook is looking and laughing.
Yes, laughing at you.
Well, not Facebook, Netflix. Because Netflix are the recipients. And
the new pictures
of those pictures that you don't want your mama to see. But not just that. I feel like it is really a breach of everything. Not just trust, not just loyalty, not just what. It's a breach of privacy more than anything. Because when they say private messages,
supposed to be private. It should be private.
And it makes you wonder what, because, all of these people belong to the same person, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. Because, WhatsApp has encrypted conversations.
But is it really encrypted?
That's the question. I wonder how encrypted it is.
Because they still have the data. It's still their data, so they still to use it.
Yeah.
So even though it's crypted, but it's still in the cloud. It's still their data.
Absolutely. And this proves it, because they tried to hide. This happened last year. But they just been trying to hide it from us. It's been happening.
Yeah.
And only now that it's been, put out there by most media people to say, hey, hold on. They just use our private messages and got $100 million from that, which is insane. So today we're just going to be talking about that and unveiling this massive breach of trust that will affect us all. If you were once a Facebook user, you still are, you are affected, because apparently this dates back to 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
So they went back 10 years.
10 years.
And we do not know what Netflix is going to do with this information.
Yeah.
But all I know is that some of us take pictures of our social securities, of our IDs, send it. We're thinking we're sending it privately, but it's being sold out there. And maybe Netflix is going to sell it to the black market once they're done with what they're doing. Who knows where this information is going to end up. Yeah. But the point of the matter is, we are not safe.
We're not.
Yep. So can you just imagine your private messages and your private conversations and private pictures and those private moments being shared by by Facebook for Netflix enjoyment? Because we don't know yet what Netflix is going to do with this.
Yeah, because basically it could be like used as a storyline, to create movies or whatever. Because you got to remember, you got different messages that you talk about, and this is how they able to, see how different people react, and how people talk to one another, so they could use those messages into a story.
I don't know.
Especially with WhatsApp, you got different cultures. Like a lot of people from different parts of the world use WhatsApp, because this is how you relate to family members that's in another part of the world. So you having private conversations, you talking about different things. So now you're able, and you speaking about your culture, and so these messages could turn to movies, storylines.
I don't know, but what I heard as I was just digging a little bit, I heard that some people saying no. Netflix is saying they are checking on conversations that we have. I guess when you mentioned the word Netflix as you're chatting, that's what they're aiming for, to see what movies are you guys sharing to get to say, hey, watch this or whatever. It doesn't,
doesn't matter. That could be used for that, but it's also could be for other things too. We don't know because they have the data. Exactly, for that. Yeah. Yeah, that's that. No, that's a cover up.
It's a cover up.
It's a cover up.
So the question is, how safe do we really feel in this digital space? For me, I'm like, once it's out there, it's out there.
It's out there.
No matter how you delete it, it's already in the PI. Is it called the PI?
IP.
PI. Private investigator. It's already in the IP. It's already in the cloud. There's no receiving it back. It's just the next commodity for these companies, and they proving to us that they can recycle any of our information
anything
into major money. Because $100 million is not small money.
No, that's not small money.
So let's talk about this big sellout that's happening, and understanding this deal. Like, what do you think? How do we make? I don't even know how to articulate this, because it's just mind blowing that $100 million for my private conversations. I need some. I need some money from that.
yes.
I need
for
my
real,
share,
for real. Yes, for real. But you know what? Like I said, this is why we always talk about. Be careful what you put out. Just to post. They can use your messages. They can use your content for their profit. So this is very important. We want to be intentional with your posting. Yeah.
So we now know that our messages have been sold for profit.
Yes, for profit.
Things that we were sending in confidence. It's right. If it was the public ones that you put in public,
Yes.
I'm like, okay, I put it out there. I know
Yes.
what I'm doing. Private Facebook.
Private, yeah. No, and not just private, not just it's DMs and WhatsApp messages.
Oh,
private.
Is it also that? No, they just said Facebook.
Facebook messages. Okay.
Yeah.
Private messages are mostly like on the messages from it's on Messenger.
So what I'm saying to Facebook is that private Facebook, private. Are you doing us that dirty? Because
Zuckerberg though, he's
Zuckerberg is all about money.
He's all about money.
Zuckerberg
He
doesn't care
didn't get
about
Facebook legally. He got Facebook in the wrong way. So.
And that makes you think about the ethical considerations that they put in place. Like, I know they have an ethics department, but I don't think they're doing their jobs. But then I know that they always they will always cover their backs because they've got the best attorneys.
Yes,
because they knew that a lawsuit would follow, and probably
if somebody find out about it.
The lawsuit is going on as we speak. It was filed in April 2023.
Yeah.
Let me just have a little read about share with Chaplain Chillers about that quickly. So this is court documents were unsealed last week because this is as of April 2nd, 2024, to form part of a major antitrust lawsuit. Because it is an antitrust lawsuit as Facebook lets Netflix peek into users' DMs explode. And so
DMs, it is the DM messages, yes.
DMs. So the social media giant Meta, Facebook, allegedly allowed Netflix to access Facebook users' direct messages for nearly a decade, breaking anti-competitive activities and privacy rules. So they broke all of that.
Yeah. Well, we know like some companies sometimes prioritize profits over privacy, and they would if they could get away with it, they would get away with it. So they would get away with it. So, and that's the thing, if they get caught, but most likely probably was somebody like a whistleblower that blew the whistle and said, this is not right.
People who work with this is not right.
This is not right, and that stand up for good. Like this could be me. Some people like, but this could be me that they doing, and they blow the whistle. So
the lawsuit was filed April 2023. So it was filed this month. I mean, not 2024. That's when the lawsuit was filed. So that's the situation with Facebook. And there's a lawsuit going on. So it was actually last April 2023 that the lawsuit has been happening.
Yeah.
Because they've been doing it for years. And like you said,
they got away for it for a long time. But we always say, here's the thing. As a business owner, we have to realize something. When you prioritize profits over privacy and you're doing things that's not right, you have to know what's coming, what's in the dark gonna eventually come to the light if you don't stop doing what you're doing. And so a lot of times, probably Facebook probably thought they could get away with it. They probably thought they're not gonna get caught, but eventually you're gonna get caught. That's the name of the game. If you keep doing wrong, you keep doing what you're doing, you're gonna get caught. So you gotta, as a business owner, as a brand, you gotta think about the ethical consideration. Are you gonna prioritize profit, or are you gonna prioritize your customers or your employees? And because if you do things the right way, then you're gonna always have that trust with your customers. You're gonna always have your trust with your vendors or customers or whatever it may be. But when you break that trust, man, it's sometimes you lose.
I don't trust you in Facebook.
Yeah, you lose. When you break that trust, now it's hard sometimes to get that back. And I guarantee probably some people start leaving Facebook.
People have been leaving Facebook, but there are people like myself who are like loyal to Facebook. But after learning about this, I'm thinking twice. Like, is it even worth it? But the thing is, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or
X, TikTok, they're all
the same.
So they're all the same. Even with the podcast
just
audio.
Know that once you put your information out, even YouTube probably.
Yeah, YouTube.
Once you put your information out there, you don't own it.
No, you don't own it.
On their platform.
Yes.
They can do whatever they want to do with it. So it's a matter of us knowing that they're going to put profit before privacy.
Yes,
you know? 'Cause
majority.
for
Yes,
them, it's
yes.
all about the
it's all about
bottom
it's all about the bottom
line.
line. It's all about how can they gain revenue and make more money and increase their market share and all these different things. So it's leverage.
Yeah.
And this is like with Google and then with AI. That's why we always say Google have the advantage over a lot of the AI because they have more data. Google have, Google Scholar, all these people, you put all the data inside Google, they have all that data. They could do whatever they want to do with it. With your website, if you got a website, Google, it's on Google.
Because they don't, I mean, the sad part is that these companies don't know where to draw the line as well. They put these contracts out there or agreements, if you want to put it, for us. But knowing very well, like I said, that ever so often you find there's an update. What are they updating? Because they know what they've just done.
They know,
Yeah, they know what they've just done. For them, it's just getting that money.
That's
it.
It's a disguise for what they really wanted to do or whatever. Yeah, so yeah.
So, I mean, like I was saying, as I was just reading a couple articles, as some people were commenting that no, they want to read these conversations that we have privately, so that, say for example, you mention about a vacation, and then all of a sudden you're getting all these targeted ads about this vacation because you mentioned it. It's not by surprise or by coincidence.
No, it's not by surprise. Yeah.
It is by design that you are getting those ads. You spoke about glasses. I need a new set of glasses. And all of a sudden you're getting, that's what I'm saying, even just not, you don't have to type, you don't have to send messages.
Yes, you just say.
You just speak it. And sometimes I think you just have to even think it, and then it comes to you. They're reading our minds as well, these companies. I mean, for them, it's just business as usual. It's just business. So how do we draw the line? What do we do as consumers? How do we protect ourselves? Because this is a big deal. All our pictures are there. And there's this thing on Facebook where people are like, Facebook, store this for me. Store this for me. Facebook is definitely storing for you.
Yes, definitely storing for you.
And selling it.
Yes, and selling it. Yes. So, but again, it goes back to, knowing what you want to put out there, into the marketplace, because Facebook is not what it used to be. Or any social media platform, not what it used to be. It used to be you had it used to be for searching for lost friends and lost family members or people that you went to school with and just finding people that you used to know
connecting
and reconnecting relationships. It's not like that no more. You remember before with Facebook, you had to be in college to join Facebook. If you didn't have a college ID, you couldn't be on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah, when it first came out. You didn't know that? Yeah.
It
was for colleges. They came out in 2004. This is their 20th anniversary.
Oh, 20th?
Yeah. They've only been around for 20 years, Facebook.
Feels like forever. Feels like Facebook has always been around.
Yeah, they only been around for 20 years, and then YouTube came out probably 2005. So yeah, 20 years, but and you needed that college ID to get on Facebook.
Because it was for above 18.
No, it's for college students. Yeah. And Mark Zuckerberg, when it was in college.
Right.
It was for college students. And so, but Facebook is not like that no more. So it's a business now. And that's how you got to see.
And they make lots of money with those ads.
Yes, they make lots of money. And that's how you got to see social media now. You got to see, when you're on social media, you got to see it as a business. And so, and that's why it's very important that you have to see your profile, you have to see your page, you have to see all the different
business card.
Yeah, you got to see it as a business card. It's your business. It's so what you want to put out there, what you want people to know about you. That's what it's about. It's about what do you want people to see about you, about your brand. And so because it's a business, because somebody profit from it, why not you as well?
Oh, yes.
Why you can't profit too? So if yeah.
So how do we protect our digital footprint then? How do we do it as users?
Yeah, one talk about the description on using encrypted apps. Yeah, using encrypted apps.
Well, WhatsApp says they encrypt our conversations, but do you think I trust them?
But you gotta remember, it's encrypted.
By them.
it's encrypted
So
from
how
that.
private is it when they are the ones who are encrypting?
It's not encrypted from the person that designed the app.
That's what I'm saying. 'Cause
Yeah,
they're
it's not
the one who
encrypted for them.
encrypts it.
It's their app. It's their data. But it is encrypted
Because
from terrorism.
if they can encrypt it, they can uncrypt it.
Yes, of course they can. But they can always retrieve the data because it's their app. It's
Right.
their system. It's their system. So they can always still get the information. But it's encrypted from everyone else.
Right.
Besides WhatsApp. It's not encrypted from WhatsApp because
But I
it's
don't
their
think
data.
so. There's so much scams that happens on social media. I don't think so. Even on WhatsApp itself, there's so much scam that's happened.
Because you got to remember, hackers always can find a way to get into it.
Loopholes.
Yeah, they always can find different loopholes to get into it. And this is why, too, they always say, you want to change your passwords. It's very important. Don't keep the same password for.
And we are bad with
Yeah,
that.
you got the same password since you first started with using the app, whatever. So you want to change your
But
password.
you
So
forget this password.
I know, but you got to change every so often.
I've been seeing so many things. Data leak. I'm like, oh my God. these
Yeah, you got to
people.
make it strong.
And then you know how you know that your information's out there when you start getting these scam messages.
Yes,
Because
yeah.
they sold it in the dark web.
Yes.
And now they're able to send you messages and stuff like that.
Yeah, so
Today alone, I got a message from somebody who's like, I got your number from my contacts. Do you know me? Who are you?
yeah.
I just blocked and deleted. I don't even
Yeah.
respond.
So yeah, you definitely gotta change your password often. Like you said, the
And let
encrypted.
it be like something difficult for them to
Yes,
to hack
difficult
into.
difficult to
or
to find.
use like your two-step
Two-step, yeah,
security.
all these different things and how two-step securities. So this is how you can protect yourself because this is a digital age, and we all use AI, we all use social media. So it's part of life now.
Yeah.
And so you gotta take extra steps, extra precautions to protect your data, to protect your, even adjusting privacy settings. They got privacy settings. You got to go into it. Sometimes we don't like to read.
Yeah.
We don't like to go into it. And
They don't. The thing is, they don't make
the
them-
younger generation, they know about these privacy
know.
settings. The younger generation, they know about these
They're
phones,
on top
but
of
yeah,
things,
they're on top
yeah.
of things. The younger generations, because they trying to figure out how can I use this app better
to my advantage.
to
as
my
well.
advantage. So that's these younger generation. They studying the apps. They study because they figure how can I make money with the app. This is how they see the app. They see the app. How can I make money with it? So I gotta figure these apps out. I gotta go through the privacy center. I'm gonna look at it, and this is
Because
how.
remember, this young generation as well. They also design these apps as well, so they kind of know better than us because they are not afraid to go and design apps to make these apps. Yeah, so they know their way around it. We just want to be consumers.
Yes, we want to be consumers.
They are users.
Yes. And that's the thing. If it's a free product, if you're using it, you are a consumer, and they can do
That's
whatever.
it.
You're the product.
You're the product.
You're the
It's a
product.
free product.
You're the product. But
Highlight that, underline it,
Yes.
bold it. If it's a free service, you
Uh,
are
the product. Yeah, the product. Because guess what? You need it. You use it. Like WhatsApp.
They must get something out of here.
Yeah, WhatsApp. This is how you're able to speak to people. You're in one country, and now you can speak to somebody that and your relative in another country.
They messed up Skype and all that. We don't need no Skype anymore.
No, you don't
I
need-
can WhatsApp or video call
Yeah.
on WhatsApp anytime without even having to pay extra.
Yeah.
By just using my Wi-Fi and the next person uses. They made it so much easier.
They made it so much easier. But like I said, if you're not profiting from it, you are the product. You're the product, and be awareness of sharing. That's key. What are you sharing? What you sharing? Awareness. What you putting out there. Be mindful of what you share. Be mindful. Do you want your grandmothers? Would you want your children to see what the thing that you are sharing? It's just something that you're mind, sharing. So the awareness of what you're putting out there into the world.
Yeah, because especially the younger generation, they just share some things. You're like, oh my God.
I know.
Do they know this is going to be public?
I know. And the sad part is, and sometimes they're not thinking because 10 years later, 20, that's still there.
And that's why, when people succeed, that's why Twitter is good with this.
Who? Twitter? Okay.
They're always able to go back and dig.
Yeah.
And all these old pictures come. I'm like, who was even screen saving these things? Mm-hmm. You know, it just proves to show that nothing is hidden. It will always resurface.
Because, again, sometimes when you post so many images, you don't delete them. So it's like a catalog now. It's your catalog. So that's why 20 years from now, you got thousands of pictures where the next generation is seeing.
Even if you delete them, that's what we're trying to emphasize as well. As soon as you press send, it goes out there. The end.
Yeah, the end. Yeah,
it's out there now.
So, but sometimes you don't delete things because you're doing it for the moment. You're in the moment. You're doing it. You feel like you're doing something, and you putting things out there that is inappropriate or whatever. And so what happened 20 years from now, when you have children, your grandchildren, they go back and they look at your profile, they look at your images because they want to see what grandma done, how grandma lived her life, and now they see a picture like, oh, grandma, you was wild like that.
So the big question is, what is the purpose of your posting? Why are you posting?
Why?
Are you posting because you want to be seen and you want to get those likes and comments and shares and all that? Or are you posting because you're building a brand? Or just connecting with family and friends? Because some people don't have businesses and don't have brands to build, but they just want to connect with family and friends. When you do like the latter, connecting with family and friends, be selective as well. Because
remember, be selective.
Once you put it out there, it's out there. It cannot be retrieved back.
Yes. Be selective. And so this is why, even with the, when you share information, like your social security card, a lot of times I don't think you want to share it on WhatsApp. Not image, or social media. You probably want to call or you want to fax it to them.
None of it's the same.
Yeah, but
because even calling, somebody's listening.
Yeah.
It's only God that can save us right now, honestly. Because if you're not posting with intention, still you're posting with intention, but still your stuff is out there. Whether you post with intention or not, that's what I'm trying to say. Your stuff is still out there. Only God Almighty can save us from this generation of AIs and all that.
Social media, and they're coming out with different social medias every day. So, what's your purpose? Well, why you posting, And so if that's the thing we really want to highlight. Why, reflect on your reasons. Right. Because again, at the end of the day,
somebody's profiting from it.
Somebody profiting from your postings,
right.
So if you using it, it's free. You are the product, and they using it. Everything, your conversation, they selling it to. It's business. At the end of the day, this it's business. Then this is how you.
I wonder if they use it. I don't think they use it.
Who?
Your Zax.
I don't know. He might not. No, they use it.
But they intentional.
Yeah, they intentional. They do it with
they
purpose.
Don't be sure.
No, they don't. No. They you don't really see them on there like that.
What's on your mind? People will be writing what's on their mind.
Yeah, no. It's like even sometimes like the celebrities. You see how they don't come on just to come on every day. They come on because they have a purpose. It's a purpose.
They're pushing something.
It's a reason why they come on to so. And this is how you got to do it.
Building that brand.
They building the brand. So they sharing. They supporters, those that rocking them, their family and friends, they let them know what's going on, what they're doing, or but they doing it with a purpose.
Absolutely.
They're highlighting different content that they want you to see.
Yeah. And I mean, for people who are pushing their brands and their products, these social media sites have made it very easy.
Yes,
it's made life so much easier.
Oh man, I'm thankful, and that's why.
Because remember before you had to go door to door, you had to use the phone,
direct selling, you had to do all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Now you post once, and what if the right person sees it? It's a wrap.
Yeah, commercials. You had to pay radio slots, all these different things, and it was expensive.
And it's so sad that all of that has died. Radio has died.
Public relations. You got to use all these different marketing.
You still need PR.
You still need PR. Yeah,
brand.
but I'm saying back then, that's all you had.
Yeah.
You know, you still use PR. I hope you want to use PR, but that's all you had back then. Public relation, advertising, door to door, direct selling, direct marketing, telephone book, all the different promotions that they use, TV slots, magazines, all these different things. Now with social media, it made it so easy that you could connect with, and you're global.
Before and it can be seen in an instant by everyone.
By everyone. You could be in the US and you got people in Asia seeing your product. You got people in all over the world seeing what you are doing. So now you can attract a bigger audience.
Right. At no cost.
At no cost. Like it's a pay to play environment. At no cost, you're able to attract so many different people, and this is why. And this is why I like it.
Especially if you know how to do it. You don't.
Yes.
Because people don't want to be sold to.
Yes.
But there's a way of selling to people without them knowing that you're selling.
Yes.
It's like how TikTok says, "Show me that you love me without showing that you love me." You know those kind of ads that they do.
Yeah.
Show me that you're from South Africa without showing me that you're from South Africa. For me, first of all, that was so confusing, that statement. Until I kind of understood what they're trying to do. Like, don't advertise, push it in my face.
Yes.
Do it in a way that will make me be attracted to what you're trying to promote. That's why now TikTok is promoting advertising using videos. Like, make it like a day-to-day video, like you're doing your own thing. Meanwhile, people are, I can use a stepper while I'm watching TV, and then here's a link for the TikTok shop at the bottom. Sold.
Yeah. Cause another thing too, selling product placement. Sometimes you put you have things and maybe just you displaying things on the table. That's like we got the bookshelf. Sometimes product placement so that people are they get certain things or whatever, or you talking about different things that you're doing, like even when we talk about the book club that we do inside the community, we talk about different interactions that we do with the business, so that people
don't forget to join the book club. They started already.
Yes, the art of focus. Yeah, so different things like that, but you gotta know what you're doing. This is why the 6-month mentorship boot camp is out there, so that way to teach you how to use these different platforms, to build your brand, to build your business the right way, to do it with integrity and honesty, and to build that trust, because it's about brand equity at the end of the day. You want to build brand equity with your clients, with your customers, so they could trust you, so that when you come out with something, they like, I rock with him or I rock with her. So, this is very important. You want to have interactive content, people where people can engage in your content. So whatever, creating polls, questionnaires, contests, whatever, all the different things that can increase engagement. So so definitely you wanna post with a purpose
and with intention.
With intentions, yes, it's all about posting with intentions. Yes, it's good. You want to connect with your family and friends, but you also want to be intentional with when you connect with family and friends.
Because Facebook will post to make profit.
Yeah.
Netflix will post. Will buy to make, because they didn't spend that 100 million for that. They know that more 100 times 100 million is coming back.
Yeah. So definitely
for them, it's an investment. Our information is an investment to bring us even closer.
Yeah. So you definitely want to acknowledge, that it is a free platform. It is free. So acknowledge it, that whatever you post and the thing that you're using is free, and they can do whatever they want to do. So you acknowledge it, you're aware of it. And this is why, by you being aware, by you reflecting on what it is what it is. By you reflecting, say, you know what, you're aware of it. The things that I'm posting, they could use it for their profit, for their benefit. So I gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Like, okay, you know what? They say think twice before you post. Before you post, before you hit send, before you hit send, they say think twice. You know, don't do it so quickly. So so this is why.
Because once it's gone, it's gone.
Yes, it's gone. And like even like with myself, I think twice when I do things. So I because I'm aware of it, I can easily, did the webinars on Facebook because other coaches do it. They do webinars on Facebook, but I'm like, you know what? I didn't want to do it that way because I know if I do it that way, it's on their platform. They could do whatever they want to do.
But it's probably working if they're doing it.
It is working because that's how you build it. But that's you have to, and it's not a wrong way, because that's how they bring awareness to their brand. So it's not a wrong way. It's not. I'm not gonna say it's wrong, but I didn't want to do it. I just wanted to put it on a private setting and doing what I'm doing today with the podcast. I'd rather use YouTube, like with the podcast.
But the question is it working versus what they're using?
It's nothing wrong because you gotta remember when you're building a brand. Remember, we always say it takes 3 to 5 years when you're building a brand. It's not gonna be overnight. So even when you're doing the webinars, even when people that doing the webinars in the beginning, you might get one person that come on, then 2 people, then 3 people, and then before you know it, maybe a year later, maybe 2 years, by you being consistent, anything that you're doing, you have to be consistent. But you have to know that what you are doing and why you are doing it. When you curating content, if you're gonna use Facebook, like okay, I'm building a brand, I'm putting out content, and knowing that you might not, the thing that you're doing today, you might not get no likes right now. But if you stay consistent doing what you're doing, eventually you're gonna get some likes. Eventually you're gonna build that audience. And so even like with the YouTube, but I like YouTube better because it's Google. And then another thing we always say, what's the number 1 search engine? Google. What's the number 2 search engine?
AI. I don't know.
YouTube. YouTube is the number 2 search engine. So I prefer YouTube over the social media platforms. If creating content, video content, I prefer YouTube. If I'm going to do a webinar, if I'm going to do a lunch and learn, if I'm going to do whatever, if I'm going to put it on in the public, I'd rather use YouTube than to use Facebook because I can. Basically, it could be more searchable. Because another thing about these platforms, they can control the algorithm as well. When you they get when you put it on Facebook, Instagram, a lot of times
they know who to show.
They know who to show it, or they know because you gotta remember it's a business.
Who not to show.
It's a business. They don't want you to grow as far no more, because they know. Guess what they thinking? If you got 1 million subscribers, right? And you got 1 million followers, and you put out content, they're gonna push it down. Why they could now advertisers don't have to go to Instagram, they don't have to go to Facebook. They can go directly to you. So they're looking at the business.
No, but they are advertising on Facebook too.
Yes, but guess what? You can skip Facebook, Instagram, and go directly to the person that posted because you're the one that got all the followers. You're the one getting all the engagements on your videos. So this is why they control what's shown and how many. Come on, you got somebody like Beyonce that have millions of followers, but when she posts something, maybe only 1 million people see it. Come on, you got way more than 1 million subscribers, way more than 1 million followers. You just tell me everyone don't see it? So they control who see it, and they control the numbers and the algorithm. So but I prefer YouTube, and then also I prefer to put it in the private. So I'm willing to give up something because it's a pay to play, and so I'm purposefully putting out content that I don't mind if they use that data. I know once I put it out there,
it's for your advantage as well.
Yeah. They can take it. They can do whatever they want to do. So I'm saying Facebook, here you go. YouTube, here you go. Because I know as a business owner, it's a free platform.
Be smart and just feed them what you want to be.
Feed them what you want them to hear. So I understand as a business person, because I know It's a free platform, and this is an opportunity.
What about people who are not in business? Because we're talking to both business and non-business people. How are you saying they should work around this digital
Now,
world?
again, you're always going to be aware of what you're posting. Don't be too pervasive with your posting. Don't show things that you don't want your grandchildren to see.
You'd be ashamed to your mama to see.
Yeah, that you'd be ashamed. You know, that's like will my mama like this? Will my daddy will
Jesus,
approve?
forget your kids.
Yes.
Your mama.
Will my mama approve of this? What would my mama say? You know what? You know, they always say, "What would Jesus do?" You know, what would mama say? What would mama say? What would she
Will
do?
this make mama cringe?
Yes, yeah. So you got to think of, so for the ordinary users, you know, for the ordinary users that's not building a brand, we're saying still be careful. You know, still have a purpose with your posting. Just don't post just to post. You know, send motivation. You know, whatever it is. Yeah, use it to connect with family and friends. It's okay. That's fine. But don't be so out there, so pervasive, just putting things that, you know, you want to approve of 10 years later. You got to think of these things still be out there 10, 20 years. And you never know that stuff that you put out there when you was younger, young and wild. You know, we do some wild stuff. That's why I'm so happy Facebook wasn't around when we was in our 20s. The things that we done, oh my God.
It was when I was in my 20s.
No, not when I was out there. I'm so glad in the late 90s. I'm so glad I was out there when I was in high school. So yeah, but this is the thing. So, you know, it's all about being purposeful with your posting, being smart, building a brand, because at the end of the day, you are the product. And so we want to be smart and learn about these. And this is what we're going to be learning inside the boot camp, you know, how to do it. For those that's inspiring entrepreneurs, you know, this is what we do. I understand it because I know the landscape. I understand the landscape, so this is why I'm able to be purposeful and able to do things with intentionality. Yeah, with intention, because I understand the business.
Is there a word called intentionality?
I just made up the word. If it's not, I made it up. Hey, you know me sometimes. Yeah, I made it up though. But yeah, hey, you know what? We saying be smart. Because whatever you put out there, even like with the podcast, the audio, you know, all these different platforms, you never know what they're doing with your content. You put out there it's on Spotify. It could, you know, I heard something with Spotify with your content. They gonna use the content for movie strips or whatever. They could do things like that. They could tell a story with your content. They could match different content together to make a storyline. You know, they could do things like that because they have all the data and they sell these things to the third party. You know, because it's a business. Absolutely. You never know. You know, and even like you as a business owner, you're gonna be using your data as well to make money, but you want to learn how to do it the right way, where you're not. This is why we say being open and being honest. You letting your audience know what you're doing. Like, okay, we're gonna use this for such and such, but you let them know you're being honest, you're being open, you're being.
But then if they tell the users, if they tell us that they're selling our stuff, of course we're not gonna allow it.
But again, so here's the thing. But the thing is, you want to be open with your users. So like even like with.
Are we still talking about Facebook?
No, I'm just talking in general. Yeah. So like even like with someone a coaching or whatever, or like I might say, you know what, some stuff it's okay if I record it. Now, if they said no, then great. But again, I'm being open with them. Like this is record. So now you know.
But the reality is, the social media platforms, they will not be as transparent.
Yes, agree. And this is the thing. But as a business owner, this is what we're trying to tell you. When you know these things, you want to be honest and be open, because if you break trust, that could be your business. As a business owner, we're saying that if you break trust, your business could go downhill. It definitely. So even like with you know, when we saying like as a coach, I let you know it's being recorded. So now you know what you say is out there in the open. So now you know, okay, I got to be careful how I speak and how I say things, because this session is being recorded so that I can be able to play back or use something for promotional, so that I can let people know what I'm doing. So these are the things. But you want to be honest. You want to be, if you're a business owner, if you're entrepreneurs, you got to put in your confidentiality or certain things that you do, so and let them know what you're doing ahead of time, so that your customers, your client that you are serving, know what's going on, and know that the content that you record or the content you're doing, that it can be used for promotional purposes. Yeah.
Absolutely. And then we've come to the end of our episode. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. What's up?
So we hope that was eye-opening and it made you really think twice.
Yes.
On what you post out there. Because listen, a lot is on the line.
Yes.
Your personal stuff is out there. And that's why we have so many scams going around, because we just post.
Just to post.
And we just post haphazardly. Mm-hmm. Not thinking that we could be putting our families and ourselves and even our personal information on the line. Mm-hmm. Because these companies, they have no grace, no mercy.
No grace, no mercy.
All they think about is what's in it for them.
Yes.
So.
And the only way it change if you stop using it.
The only way.
Yeah, sometimes
it's a bit difficult, some of us, because that's how we're able to interact with our families and friends. So
yeah,
it's just
it's a tricky,
one.
It's a tricky one. But that's the only way. But this is why they try to have multiple companies so that you could choose different platforms of what to use.
But they're all bad. They all
not all of them. I'm not gonna say all of them are bad.
Majority, because like the big ones are owned by the same person. So you go figure. They won't do bad on one and not do bad on the other. It's all the same thing. Don't tell me that what's this guy?
Elon Musk
is any better than
Mark Zuckerberg.
Than Mark. They all come from the same
stock. But I'm not gonna say they're all. I'm not gonna say everyone bad. You do got some trusted brands apps out there. But you gotta. This is why you gotta. But at the end of the day, you still got to be careful what you put out there, because not everyone is honest and not everyone have your best interests in heart. So you got to be careful what you do and who you get involved with. So it's just like in a relationship. When you're gonna do your due diligence, you're gonna have your non-negotiables.
This episode was just really an eye opener.
Yes,
that it was received like that. We just want to say, remember, when you're posting, post with intention. Don't just post for the sake of posting. Make sure that you put in thought and intention
and think twice. Think twice before you send.
Put in thought. So on that note, we just would like to ask you to like, subscribe, and share this video. And I just want to apologize. I might be sounding really down. I am not feeling well. I'm doing this because I love you guys, and it's got to be done. But physically, I'm not well, so pray for me that I recover completely and come back as the lady Caesar that you know. So on that note, we want to just say until next time.
Thank you for tuning in, and check out the audio platform, Chilling With The Chaplins. Follow us, review it, and we thank you. Yes.
So stay awesome, stay inspired, keep growing, and keep
chilling.
So don't forget to use your data to protect your data. Well, you use your data because the thing is data.
Yes.
Use your data wisely.
Yes.
Protect your data.
Your data?
Yeah, your data. And post with the purpose. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to
check out the next episode we have for you. We thank you. Like we always sign off. Deuces.
Take care.